Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today is the first time I posted 9 days since I posted 227 videos in a row since June 1st. It was a great 9-day period of not posting and just having a break from YouTube. I definitely needed it and I wanted to just be myself and just continue on with my life without posting every day. It was such a good run to post 227 videos in a row. I couldn't believe that I did that, and I'm going to talk to you what happened these last 9 days, 8 days with me taking a break from YouTube, and it was much needed. I'm glad that I did 227. Oh my gosh, that number, that's crazy, in a row, but I'm just gonna catch you up on what's been in my life. So Wednesday, I was working with my provider, Jenny, and this was a week ago. So just know, I'm going to tell you the days when I talked to you guys in order. So a week ago, since last Wednesday, I worked with Jenny. I had my therapy appointment. I showed her my homework, and I did some other things that day with her, and it was a good day. Therapy was very tough on me. I was holding my emotions in. Even during therapy, I had to not really explode like a volcano. But it was a good day with Jenny, and I know Jenny and my therapist had some tough conversations with me, and I kept it to myself. They were allowed to say and speak about things to me, and I had to hold it in, and I got a pressure headache at like maybe 2 or 3 p.m. It was a very bad pressure headache from the stress and all the excitement I was feeling that day. And when Jenny left at 4, I had to do some homework, and my body was allowed to do some homework, and then it got so bad, and I went to bed at 7 p.m. I was supposed to do a Zoom call at 7:30, but I went to bed at 7. I actually threw up 8 times because my headache was so bad. I ate lunch and I ate some breakfast that day, but I skipped dinner, and I literally thought I was gonna die. I was so sick. I went to the bathroom. I was like, I had to go in bed. I was cold. It was not a good day or good evening. I had to stay away from technology, so I went to bed. I woke up at 10:30 p.m. I felt fine. My headache was gone. My pressure headache was gone too. And then I watched some YouTube, and I ate some bread and some applesauce that my mom cooked me, and then I went to bed at 1:30 a.m. I woke up at 5 a.m. for like 30 minutes. I stayed up for, then I woke up at 8. So I was in bed for 13 hours. That was a long day. Then Thursday, I had a puppy in the morning, so I felt totally fine. I didn't eat anything until 2 p.m. My dad made me mac and cheese because I was like, okay, my stomach is not doing well. I threw up more than 3 days worth of food I threw up in one day. I was literally, I thought I was sick, or I was just the stress of, I was like, oh my gosh. Took care of the puppy. I was just tired, very tired because of just the long night I had. And I did some homework that day. Then Friday, I got signed up for my vaccine appointment because I have a disability, and the state of Oregon allows people with disabilities and their families to have vaccines for the COVID. So I did that. I signed up, and everything was well. Erica, she was a good support because she was the one that's going to take me. So Erica helped me and my mom fill out the paperwork and said we did this, and we got an insurance card. And then Friday, bad day, gosh, very emotional. I hurt myself. I pinched a nerve, and I got a big bruise. Oof, bad day, very bad day. Very emotional. I had a puppy on Friday, and it was literally a bad day. my aunt and my uncle came over for dinner. I didn't go downstairs. I decided to just be in my room, watch YouTube for most of the day on Friday. And I was crying walking the puppy. I was in tears. My eyes were like raccoons. It was like black. I was like, gosh, my eyes were like burnt. It was like, ugh, from so much crying, rubbing my eyes. So when my aunt and my uncle came, they just went downstairs, and they go downstairs because I had enough. I was like in a bad mood. I was like violent and aggressive. I was like mad, upset, and frustrated. So I felt fine. I went to bed. I took a shower, and then that Saturday I worked with my provider Erica, and I drove to her house in Woodburn, and it was my first time working with her in person in 6 weeks. So the last time I saw her was December 6th, and it was December 6th was the final day until I saw her again in person January 16th. 6 weeks in person that I haven't seen. So I felt nervous to see her because it was like 6 weeks. I changed a lot. Just so much time has passed. I don't do well seeing people when it's like a big amount of time in between. But she's a younger provider. We've been updating each other within this 6 weeks, so it felt fine. I think because of she's the younger provider too, and I felt comfortable when I walked in. Her dog was wagging his tail and so happy to see me, and we took a walk in her neighborhood. We actually talked a lot too. One of our things that we do every time we work together is the beginning 30 minutes we just talk, so I won't be emotional, and just to catch up on my life and maybe her life too, just to break the ice a little bit and just have a simple conversation. And then we go into deeper work when we work together about emotions and stuff. And then it was a good walk in the neighborhood. Then we drove to Tualatin to get the vaccine. I went with Erica. My parents drove us there. It was a good day. It was crowded and lines, so I stuck to Erica's side because I don't do well in crowds, and if I see people I recognize, I stick to that person that I work with because it's just awkward and I'm attached to that person when I work with them. So I saw a few people, and Erica was driving, and Jenny texted Erica, my other provider, her mom, that like, are we going through the vaccines? And like, she was updated. It's like, yeah, we're going through the vaccines. It was really fun to do that. I got a shot in my left arm. We had to be upstairs for 15 minutes just to make sure we were not having symptoms. And then we drove home to her house in Woodburn. We played with her dog again, and then we watched a dog documentary of Guide Dogs for the Blind. I already saw it already with my that referred me to that movie, but I wanted to watch it again. And then we watched another episode of a dog documentary, and that was a good movie. And then we played like 7 or 8 games of Uno. That was fun. And she taught me how to joke around without taking it personally, because I really take things personally, but with her, I know when she's joking, and she doesn't really joke, really. Her personality is just like me. Like, we click together quite well. And I'm so glad that I showed her my emotional regulation binder that I've been working on. And she went through it, and I'm glad that she knows what I'm working on. I talked about therapy a little bit, and just what has been happening with school and everything. And it was a good day. I rate that day a 10 out of 10. My arm was fine. Her arm, she felt a little bit of soreness. And I felt soreness at night too. Then on Sunday, I walked the dog. And I did some homework. And then now, this week is Monday. So Monday, I took care of the dog again. I did some homework. I relaxed. I had a Zoom call from 6 p.m. till like 10 p.m. That was a fun day. I did some homework in between the week 2 off and on Tuesday. I walked the puppy again, I did some homework, and then I went to Happy Valley with my provider Sarah, and we hiked around the Scooters Mountain area. And then after the trail, we went down a busy side street that was like a private road, and it was like downhill, and we hiked down and we hiked up, and that was good exercise. It helped my endurance. I was fit, and it was good to just do it with her too. And we got to just see like all the construction happening, because Happy Valley is developing a lot with new homes. So we got to see construction sites building up. And I talked to her about my therapy appointment and what Jenny and what my therapist said to me, because it was very emotional. I didn't know how to process it. And I did some with Erica. So Erica did really well with that, but I had to tell Sarah. So I had to tell Sarah what Jenny and my therapist said to me. And I just had to just say it was just a very, oh no, they had to get real with me, and they had to say, yeah, you're here to change, and you have to take priorities in your life, and if you don't change, then, I don't know, why is there a need to help you and support you in that way? So I got emotional about that. So I got bubble teas with her at the Happy Valley food carts, and I was very emotional with Sarah in the car. I was angry and frustrated and upset, and Sarah had to witness it with me. And we had to just talk through the day with my therapy appointments last Wednesday, because I knew I had to tell her, and she was really helpful. It was good to hear her perspective and just to get my frustrations out, because on Monday, our contractor had to break more ceiling, and a plumber came in and replaced more pipes in our ceilings, and that kind of made me tense too for the last couple days on Monday and Tuesday this week, because it was like they had to shield off the bathroom, and there was a tarp, and then I had to like have like a inch to like pass and take care of the rabbit and go in the basement and get my lunch. And I was like upstairs, it was banging, and there's like 5 and 6 people up in the house, and in the bathroom upstairs was like, too much. So that's why I was emotional with Sarah too. But it was good that we had a great day, great hike, great conversations. She's my nature provider, which she teaches me a lot in nature. And then Wednesday was yesterday. Jenny had to help out with her mom with something, so I was on my own. So I did some homework. I was literally on my computer watching YouTube for like 8 hours of the day. And then I had a Zoom call at night with my friends through the disability community I belong on Facebook. And that was a good relaxing day. And today's Thursday. Took care of the dog this morning. And did some homework again. And now filming this video. So yeah, and yeah, the guy who's interested in me, we've been texting every day off and on, and he's been joining our Zoom calls at night, and it's good to get to know him. Things are becoming a little bit more serious, but nothing what I want to commit to right now. Jenny met him with me last Wednesday when we worked together at my house, so he could see my rabbit Snickers, and we could talk a little bit, and then my parents saw him too. But I don't know. I didn't have therapy on Wednesday, yesterday, but before that Wednesday I did. So, yeah, lots of changes, and right now I just need to focus on changes. And oh my gosh, this week I am only working with one provider, and that was Sarah. And then since Jenny decided to cancel on me on Wednesday yesterday, I emailed Sarah, and I wanted her to sub for Jenny, and I said, are you free any Friday this month so I could use my hours and I can work with you? So she got back to me a few days later after that email, and she said, yeah, Friday the 29th, and that's a day after my birthday. So next week I have providers Tuesday, Wednesday, birthday on Thursday, Friday provider, Saturday provider. So I have 24 hours of my providers in 4 or 5 days. And that includes my birthday too. That is in my little bubble of time with Tuesday, Wednesday provider, birthday, and then Friday, Saturday provider. So I've been doing a lot of homework this week. Since I didn't see Jenny this week, I did a lot of homework yesterday, so I could catch up on my homework for this week and next week, so I could have a lot of fun next week. And then I know my a provider that my friend worked with, they're gonna host a little birthday party on me, on my birthday next Thursday. So this is the last week of me turning 24 years old. Like, I'm gonna be 25 next Thursday. So again, I like consistent schedules, but it messes up with my emotions when my schedule changes all the time. And now, since I come from a easy, mellow week with one provider to a crazy, hectic week with 4 providers, with my hours being like this with them, it's gonna be a change, but I'm ready to take that on. And we'll see what happens. But it's so nice to be working with Erica again in person, because my sister's in Connecticut. It makes me feel like my schedules are the same. It's super fun to just do that. And then school is fun. I love learning about the prenatal health and birth process and infant stage. And the next week is the toddler stage of development. And it's so fun learning about that. I've been spending time with my rabbit and exercising a lot. I went to Trader Joe's, and it was my first time going to Trader Joe's in 2 months, and that was on Monday morning. I felt so happy I got food. And just relaxing, just staying in the moment. Just trying to stay calm and be nice to myself. Because it was very taxing on my body last week. And yeah, I am changing. And I know I can be resistant to change, but the more I'm resistant, the more tense I feel. So I need to learn to be easy flow and just adapt with changes happening. And every week is different. I learned that this week is every week is not going to be the same schedule. Even though it's somewhat the same, it's not going to be the same schedule. But again, I don't feel comfortable working with my providers in the community with other clients yet. My mindset is not good yet, but my therapist is helping me a lot. And I'm also changing insurances too this month because my dad got a new job, so I'm trying to switch insurances, so my therapy appointments will be covered 100% on that insurance. So just a lot of changes, but I'm healthy, I'm feeling good. So gotta just tell you what happened this last 9 days since I posted every day for the last 227 days. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.